You remind me so much of him.
You mean Brad?
My brother, actually. Oh, now that you mention it, you remind me of Brad, too.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad.
Looking for Ford? He's over in the warehouse, and sure he's got something going on.
Hey,
Always does.
you're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you. Like what? Listen, I don't care what you two are. I'm just saying, don't lose it, whatever it is. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know. Of course. See you around. Hey there, traveler. Go on, then. What are you trying to say, sunshine? Well, no need for that. You know how a doctor gets good at her craft? That's it. You learn it. The more people there are suffering, the better I get it. Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Couldn't do much for her except ease her going. The folks around here thanked him for it. Made us part of the ward and all. My grandfather, he'd been treating folk his whole life. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. He helped more people in his long... But how I helped him most was digging. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot. Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's? Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we... There's plenty if you know what to look for. Most of the basic stuff no one knows what they don't got. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. A treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. You can thank him that you're all right then. I'll be here if you need fixing.
You know, you remind me so much of him.
What? Hey, get away from my stew!
Oh, it's you.
Oh, nonsense.
I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute. And all that.
So,
What canola?
lucky for you, quite a bit, stranger.
The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, young'un, what'll it be? Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. And he told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to, being around folks again. That's so? Huh. Right. So, let me see here. Folks, come. Listen, you sure I said there were Huh. Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh? You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective. Did I tell you I once sailed across that ocean to that old rusted tower? It was after that wanderer came through here and cleared out the storm. Old Mudtooth's crazy, you know, but I ain't stupid. I tell you, I saw things down there that you ain't never seen in your life. Down there in that rusted place was just machinery and roots twisting every which way, like the root themselves had built it. But they didn't. No, that old, he'll deny it, I'm sure. But all them electronicals they got down there are the same damn things you'll find in old Ward 10 and 3. In that place, I know he found it. He's the founder, after all. What were they up to down there? Now, that's the question. I heard some answers myself, but I don't know if I believe them. Stop me if I told you this one already. Back when the earth fell, a dragon, a real root dragon, took up residence over there, just like in old fairy tales. It started in them wards, see? Your eyes only hush-hush military conspiracizing farms and whatnot. That's where they made all their weapons and did them experiments. And just like those tales, it took a what now? The dragon took the form of a talking tree and told the knight if they wanted to slay that dragon, they'd have to slay all these other beasts first. A cyclops, a living statue, what do you call them? Golem. Well, the knight slayed them all. But the thing was, these beasts weren't protecting the dragon. They were holding him back. So when the dragon finally did reveal itself, it was too strong for the knight. And it took him, body and mind, and made their strength its own. This one's, You ever wonder what the world was like afore the Deadwood came? Well, pull up a chair, young'un. The world was filled with people. I'm talking millions, maybe even bazillions. Why, you couldn't sneeze without snotting someone in the face. Now, these folks weren't like us nowadays. They had so much food that they would eat for fun. They'd get together to eat the extra meat. They had spare ribs, called it a barbecue. They were immune to all kinds of diseases. And every one of them, every one, had a puppy. Huh. And the world was run by, let's see here, what was it now? Presidentures, yeah, that's it. On account of the ceremonial wooden teeth. Whole damn world was ruled by the presidentures of the United States. It was a better time then. Oh, I guess that's what young Bo's trying to do with this place, ain't he? He ain't done half bad, so I reckon you gotta go through. That's too bad. Why, sure, but, well, maybe not that quick. I done already. I'll be seeing you then.
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting to my... Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help. I have been known to tell a story or two. Though old Mudtooth does give me a run for my money. Or did you mean that I collect the stories? Because I do that too. And I'd love to hear your tale, traveler. Oh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story. But what brought you out here? Damn. Well, it's a common enough tale. But I hope you know I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. Everyone here can identify. But I know that don't necessarily make it easier. All we can do is shelter the joy wherever we find it, every day. How about your friend? How'd you meet her? Well, ain't that the human story in a paint can, friend? You try hard enough, you'll find everyone's got basically the same goals. If we could see that, we'd all live a lot longer and happier. Listen to me, rambling off on something you never said. You'd think I was an old man or something. Speaking of your friend, I heard she came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there? Yeah, I can but, well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nasty. What about you? Zira. So, now... let's see what... Well, all right then. Take care, traveler.
Ford? Wish I had half the wherewithal of that old man. He's got no qualms about, like, leaving town at the drop of a hat. Anyway, if you're looking for him, he's over in the warehouse.
Donald. Always talking about getting out of here, sailing
did
the
you
sea.
say?
What do you know?
You should talk to Ford.
Stew is good
They
for
don't
something
call him the
after
founder
all.
for nothing.
Looking for Ford, huh? He is usually over in the warehouse.
Hey there, stranger.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's fine.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said, yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. Huh, how about that? I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number. But I knew someone was... Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams about things that had... It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things, well... Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest. Let me see if I can get you up to speed. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Nosebleeds, headaches. And it's not like there's... Compared to who? Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. All right, then. Shoot. All right, Traveler. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
Back so soon?
I think Ford would... Oh, Traveler. I heard you... the commander thought so. I mean, eventually. Just gear up and be safe, okay? I'm saving you a spot on garden duty when you get back, huh? Those carrots ain't good luck.
Did you just lick that spoon?
I see you, Traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for, though he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know, and you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already, too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to. That makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Goodbye, traveler.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants. Back again, huh? What trouble are you stirring up this time? Ready to part with some Yeah. All right. Watch yourself, stranger. Wolf ain't clean yet.
Friend. That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Ha, yeah. That sounds like Brabus. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
God and my shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. I'm a lot of things, but patient is not one of them. Did Wally also tell you to waste my time? I'm not gonna wait forever for you to... This better be good. Yeah. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell... So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer? Let me see. Then a stranger came. Now we live in these buildings here. Alright, let's see what... Look, it pisses me off, so I'll make you a deal. Oh, and...
Now you look like you could help an old man take on the world. Right. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The world stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know. Everything there was to know about it. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So yeah. We opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, The inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it? That red thing, we call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on, let's go. There you are. Hurry up. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time, the damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Worked to do what, exactly?
Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford! Ford? Ford!
Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
Bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Oh, Clementine. Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Help! Clementine! Don't let go! I'm slipping! Somebody take me!
Clementine! Shit! 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 No, don't do it. Don't you do it! Oh, this is so stupid.